Welcome to another video where we discuss what you need to know for preparation of hunting season. It's the crack of dawn. The first chill of autumn bites at your skin as you step out of your truck. Your breath hangs in the air like a cloud, fading into the growing light. The woods are alive with the sounds of rustling leaves, the distant calls of birds, the snap of twigs underfoot. There's a subtle tension in the air, something primal, something that speaks to your very bones. This isn't just a morning in the woods, it's the beginning of a journey. Hunting season has arrived, and as you prepare to step into the wild, you realize that it's not just about the chase. It's about becoming one with the land, learning its secrets, reading its signs, and proving that you can survive in a world where the rules are unforgiving. But before you can make that first step onto the cold ground, before you can even think about tracking, hunting, or the thrill of the kill, there's a mountain of preparation to climb. And if you miss one crucial step, the woods will punish you. Well, you take a deep breath, your rifle in hand, and you begin. This isn't just about hunting, it's about survival. Every successful hunter knows that preparation is everything. And if you're serious about your craft, if you want to make this hunting season more than just a hobby, you'll need to learn the game, the terrain, and the tools. But most importantly, you'll need to understand the hunt itself, how it's about more than the prey, more than the trophies. It's about becoming part of the cycle of nature. So, let's dive into the heart of it. Because the hunt doesn't start with a rifle or a bow, it starts long before that. It starts with the months leading up to opening day, with hours spent preparing, training, and arming yourself with everything you'll need to take on the challenge ahead. The first step is to understand the land. The terrain is your first adversary. The woods you step into every year may seem familiar, but they change, evolve. What worked last season may not be there when you return. The lay of the land shifts with the seasons, and understanding its flow can make all the difference. You can't just rely on maps or GPS. You need to feel the terrain with your boots. It's about becoming attuned to the ground beneath you, the subtle changes in the environment that tell the story of the animals you're after. Think about it. Have you ever walked through the woods and noticed how the forest changes as you move deeper into it? How the path you're used to vanishes into the thickets? The terrain can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. And that's where you need to start. Scout the land early, weeks before the season opens. The animals you're hunting, the deer, the wild boar, the turkey, are creatures of habit. They follow the same trails year after year. They move through the same water sources, feed in the same fields, and take refuge in the same thickets. But those patterns are not set in stone. The weather, the food sources, and the pressure from other hunters all shift their behavior. That's why scouting is critical. Set up trail cameras along likely game paths and check them regularly. Look for fresh tracks, disturbed soil, and droppings. Every piece of evidence is a clue, a piece of the puzzle that will help you predict the animal's next move. But don't just rely on technology. Get out there and walk the land. Feel the subtle changes in the air as dusk falls. Notice where the sun filters through the trees, casting long shadows that could either conceal you or give away your position. The tools you'll need are just as crucial. The rifle or bow you carry is more than just a weapon. It's your lifeline, your connection to the hunt, and making sure that it's in perfect working condition is non-negotiable. Take the time to clean and maintain your weapon. Make sure it's zeroed in, that the sights are calibrated, and the action is smooth. If you're using a bow, check your strings, arrows, and broadheads. Each part of your gear must be meticulously inspected, because when the moment comes, when that animal steps into your line of sight, you cannot afford a malfunction. Ammunition should also be a part of this process. Don't just grab a box from the shelf. Make sure you've tested your ammunition. Different loads can behave differently depending on your weapon, and understanding how your rounds perform can make the difference between a clean kill and a lost animal. And always bring extras, because there's nothing worse than running out when you're deep in the woods, miles away from civilization. But it's not just about having the right gear. It's about your body, your fitness, your stamina, your mental toughness. The hunt doesn't care if you've been sedentary all year, if you've eaten too much fast food, or if you're out of shape. The land is unforgiving, and if you're not prepared to carry the weight of your gear, track for miles, or climb the steep hills, the hunt will leave you behind. Hunting is physical. Every step through the forest, every climb over the rocks, every second you sit still, waiting for a shot to present itself, all of it demands endurance. If you want to succeed, you need to be ready for the long haul. Conditioning isn't just a matter of hitting the gym. It's about practicing those movements that mirror the real challenges you'll face in the woods. Hike with a heavy pack, run through uneven terrain, train your core for stability, and don't forget your legs. Strong legs are everything when it comes to hiking with heavy gear or climbing hills with a kill in tow. But even more important than physical preparation is mental fortitude. Hunting can test your patience, your resolve, and your ability to remain calm under pressure. When the moment arrives, when that perfect shot presents itself, will you be able to steady your breath, line up the sights, and pull the trigger with confidence? Or will your nerves get the best of you? Preparing for hunting season isn't just about getting ready to take down your prey. It's about preparing for everything that can go wrong. It's about anticipating the challenges, the setbacks, and the failures, and knowing how to handle them when they come. And then there's the clothing, something that many hunters overlook, but it could make or break your experience. Hunting in the wrong gear can be disastrous. Do you know the difference between a moisture-wicking base layer and cotton? Do you understand the importance of layering and the ability to adjust based on the weather? The last thing you want is to be sweating through your clothes on a hot morning or freezing to the bone when the temperature drops. Investing in the right layers, base, mid, and outer, is vital. Each layer should be breathable, insulating, and water-resistant. Don't forget about your boots. They need to be durable and waterproof with enough support to keep you on your feet for hours. And let's not overlook gloves, hats, and face masks, all small things that add up, especially when you're deep in the woods for an extended period. Food and water are often forgotten in the chaos of pre-hunt preparation, but they can make or break your experience. When you're miles away from civilization, you'll need to be self-sufficient. Bring more water than you think you'll need, and pack high-energy, lightweight food, jerky, trail mix, energy bars, and nuts. These will keep your energy up during those long hours of waiting and tracking. And finally, don't forget your safety. Accidents happen. Hunters get lost, fall, and sometimes make mistakes. This is one of the most dangerous seasons of the year, and taking the right safety precautions can mean the difference between life and death. A first aid kit is essential. Make sure it's stocked with the basics, bandages, antiseptic wipes, gauze, and any necessary medications. A compass and a map are your backup if technology fails you, and a whistle or emergency beacon can help if you get into trouble. In the days before opening day, it's time to check all the boxes, double-check your gear, and mentally prepare. The excitement will build as the days pass, the anticipation crackling in the air like static. And when the sun finally rises on opening day and you step into the wild, you'll know that you've done everything possible to prepare. But the real test has only just begun. Now you're ready to face the wild, to embrace the thrill of the chase, to become a part of nature's cycle. And in the end, no matter what happens, whether you come home with a full pack or empty-handed, you will have become a part of something far greater than yourself.